Hi, it's Paul again. Today I want to talk about recycling, but it's not just recycling, I think it's waste in general. When I first set up my business in 2006, 2007, one of the things that drove me really was the whole issue of sustainability, as we now call it, which really for me was about how do we be kinder to the environment, how do we produce more energy renewably, sustainably, but also how do we reduce the amount of waste that we produce. And we started recycling. We got an organic vegetable box coming and using more natural food, and it felt it's kind of normal to me that we should be doing more for the environment. So you've probably all heard of the waste hierarchy, but if you haven't, at the very top it's reduce the amount of stuff that you use. Secondly is to reuse things wherever you possibly can, then repair things, then recycle, and if you can't do any of those things, then finally dispose of things. So I think that's always good to bear that in mind, is if we can just use less, reuse what we've already got if we possibly can, repair things if necessary, then look at recycling, which isn't always easy as you might think, because sometimes it's hard to know which goes in which box. But I think it's worth spending a little bit of time understanding where you are in your local authority area in terms of how they want to do things. So what you can recycle, what you can't. Just have a read of the packaging, maybe if it's food or something, give it a little wash over. Read the packaging, look at what you can dispose of and what you can't. So if it's a Starbucks a cup, for example, you can recycle the lid, but you can't recycle the main container. So it's worth doing a little bit of research, I think, just sort of help out. But also, I did a little bit of research myself, and I've got an article here from Friends of the Earth as to why you should recycle. And some of the reasons are that it helps to conserve natural resources like paper and wood, for example, and metals to an extent that are not necessarily completely renewable in the sense they take a while to rejuvenate themselves. Obviously, it protects ecosystems and wildlife if you're actually using less stuff and not utilising those resources where those things live. It also helps to save energy. So very often when you're recycling something, it uses less energy than when you're going to produce a new one. So I hope that helps a little bit. Look at the waste hierarchy, look at your recycling habits, and let's see if we can produce less waste.